Welcome to Meal Prep with Coach LJ. We are on episode 16 this week, and we're still doing paleo with macros, and we are in phase 2, which means we have one more phase left to go through in a couple weeks, and then we'll talk about maintenance, and then we'll be switching into just some meal tips from there on out. All right, let's go over to the chalkboard and look at everything we have going on this week. You're going to see some changes this week because this particular athlete's workout schedule, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, is one workout that is an hour and a half long, give or take. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they have 2 workouts, one in the morning and then one in the afternoon. So you're going to see how I talk about those changes as we go through the meals this time. All right, so meal 1, same for the last 16 shows, so it is the same. Meal 2, we have our egg scrambler like we've had for the last few weeks, but this time we have made it Fiesta style, so we'll talk about your variations with your egg scrambler that you can create. Meal 3 is still that cauliflower sandwich, but this time we're doing it with some beef au jus. Meal 4, we have our yogurt still that we're putting powdered almond, protein, and fruit in, but notice over here that it is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday only. Okay, so this only is happening on the day that they're doing that one workout. Meal 5 and 6 is combined, like we started a few weeks ago. That is a recovery shake, and we're drinking 1/4 during the strength, and then the rest of it after the workout. Meal 7 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, where you have 2 workouts. This is chicken, grilled chicken, or seared chicken, cauliflower, and then squash. And then on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, when it's just that one workout, then we're just doing rice cake for our carbs with protein on top, mixed in with almond butter, and that's just smooth over on top, or you can make it like a dip with some smaller rice cakes that we have. Okay, so let's take a look at all the food. We're not showing the protein shake because you've seen that multiple times. This is the Fiesta scrambler. Remember, you can do it as an omelet as well, or as the egg muffins in a muffin pan. This is spinach and then just salsa in and some extra onions just to make it a Fiesta style. All right, then we have meal 3. This, I don't have the cauliflower sandwich thins, but y'all have seen those. So this is just shredding up your beef roast au jus, putting in there, and then I have a raw onion if you like onion flavor to put a little bit of vegetables on. You can cut that up and put in there as well. And then that gives you a nice little sandwich. It's a little different than the ones that we've had the last few weeks. All right, then we have our meal 4, where we've talked about the yogurt. You've seen every type of different yogurt now. I've shown the Silk brand before. I've shown the So Delicious and the Kite brand. And this is our fruit. Again, you would put that powdered almond butter in there as well as your protein. Okay, you would just measure that out according to your macros. All right, moving on pretty quickly, we have the recovery shake. Not showing that because y'all seen that multiple times as well. And then remember that we are splitting up how we have these 2 things. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, the 2 workouts. Then you have your grilled chicken, and we're gonna really go over some spices next week. But this is a spice that's coated over it and just cooked on top of the stove top with our squash and our cauliflower. Now, our cauliflower does have a little bit of Parmesan cheese on there, which is not exactly paleo, but it does give you your fat if you need a fat. That, again, Tuesday and Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday for our carbs. This is one variation of rice cakes that you can do, and you can make basically like your casein protein pudding and then dip this in there. So before I showed you putting granola in with your protein pudding. So this is more like a dip, kind of like a little sweet treat that you can have at night. Also, you can buy the bigger rice cakes and probably eat, I think it's 2 of those for a lot of female athletes, and have that on top and not have like the flavored rice cake, so that you can have the 2 and have fewer carbs. This one does have a lot, not a lot, but the carbs is more than if it wasn't flavored. And so for this particular athlete, the serving size would only be 8 pieces and not 13 to get in the correct amount of carbs. So very quick and easy. Once again, you can see that phase 2 has been pretty easy. We had somebody guess the macros the very first week that we did phase 2. You could see last week that the carbs is what is reduced the most in phase 2. And so in phase 3, we're going to take a look at that in a couple weeks and see, well, what's produced here, because you'll see things being taken out as we go through our different phases, and then we'll finally go into that maintenance phase, okay? So we'll see you again next week for episode 17. Have a great week.